Hey guys, we're going to talk about WWE SmackDown, the SmackDown after WrestleMania. Let's tune in more, my review and rating of the show, and a bonus round. Let's get into it, the red carpet ring.
If you come at the king, you best not miss.
Acknowledge us.
Hey guys, we're here at the red carpet ring. We'll talk about WWE SmackDown, John Cena's first title events revealed, and we'll also talk about the TLC match that stole the show. You guys get the likes as we come into the ring. We're going to talk about SmackDown, the SmackDown after WrestleMania 41. Now, SmackDown here, the first way to kick it off, we had the WWE Undisputed Champion and last real champion, John Cena. He came out and he talked about he was going to come out and talk to the fans. Randy Orton interrupted him. Randy Orton came out and said that John Cena, he needs to go ahead and fill that void that he ever had in his life. Despite winning 17 record-breaking championships, he said John Cena needs to go have some kids. He said also that John Cena needs to also embrace the fans and know that all these fans that he's turning on right now, they were inspired by him at some point. And he also mentioned John Cena breaking the record for Make-A-Wish Foundation. And then he RKO'd John when John tried to hit with the title. And it was announced that these two have a match at Backlash, which I'll talk about later. Now, also, the first match of the night, we had Tiffany Stratton. She came out, still the WWE Women's Champion, how she talked about how she defeated Charlotte Flair, how she be one of the best ever to do it. And shortly after saying that, Jade Cargill came out. She came out to challenge Tiffany. She said that after the whole thing with Naomi's done, defeat Naomi at WrestleMania, that she needs a championship, a singles championship, and she came out to challenge Tiffany for a one-on-one match for the WWE Women's Championship. And Tiffany accepted, and they had a match. Afterwards, it was interrupted by Naomi, who attacked Jade Cargill. But we'll see how that goes, because it's far from over. Now, we got ourselves here a tag team match. We got Los Garzas, which is Berto and Angel Garza. They will go against Fraxium. Fraxium, who were the former NXT Tag Team Champions, they have made the SmackDown roster debut. Yes, Fraxium has made the main roster. They are part of SmackDown. I have to say, in a SmackDown debut as a main roster talent, they did well. Both of these guys, they did well. Not only did well, they got their first win. They defeated Los Garzas. Very good. I like the combination of Axiom when he does the Spanish Fly, followed by Nathan Frazier with the Phoenix Splash. So very, very good match. I can't wait to see what they're going to do. Watch out for these guys. They could soon, at some point, not right now, but soon, they could be WWE Tag Team Champions in the near future because there's a bright future for them. I thought they was going to break up after losing the NXT tag titles at Stand Deliver, but I'm glad to see that they're still a tag team and they went to move on to the main roster. Lost for NXT, but gained for SmackDown. Great win by both of these men. I'm glad they got a win in their main roster debut. But Los Garzas, they did good as well. They took the L like champs. But congratulations again to Fraxium. Now, next part of the show we had here, we did have Jacob Fatu, the brand new United States champion. He came out and spoke how he is the champion. He told Solo when Solo came out to talk good about Jacob, he was going to win the championship with or without Solo. So still some tension there between Jacob and Solo. But Jacob did say that he brought the title to the family. However, we had LA Knight come out. He wants a rematch for the United States Championship. He even gave Jacob his props of defeating him. Then we had Drew McIntyre come out. Drew McIntyre said John Cena's a coward. He wants to face the baddest champion on SmackDown, and he wants to challenge Jacob Fatu as well for his United States Championship. Nick Aldis came out and said it will be a one-on-one match. It will be LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. Whoever wins will be the number one contender for Jacob Fatu's United States Championship. So that will go on shortly after, but this was good promo back and forth between Drew and LA. LA said yada, 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 got tired with Drew saying, and then Drew McIntyre was talking about LA's title run, and LA talked about Drew's title run, but good stuff, good stuff. Now, we had a championship match. Women's United States Championship match. Chelsea Green goes one-on-one against Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega has been going through roadblocks trying to defeat Chelsea. You got the her service. You had Alba Fire and also Piper Niven. They kept interfering within the match, attacking Zelina Vega while the ref wasn't looking. Finally, the referee had enough. He called both of the women. He kicked her service out of the arena. And then it became Chelsea and Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega would get Chelsea Green 1, 2, 3, and she's your brand new Women's United States Champion, the second woman to hold on to that championship. This is Zelina's first singles championship in WWE. So this was good for Zelina. You could tell she couldn't hold back the emotion. Very good win for her. Zelina Vega, she's been putting in that work for the past couple years. I still remember Backlash 2023 when she went one-on-one against Rhea Ripley back in Puerto Rico. And she been having light on her ever since. And then, of course, leaving LWO, doing her whole thing. But I'm glad that Zelina Vega was able to win that championship. I know this is a big moment for her. I know backstage with Byron Saxton, she says still surreal that she can't believe that she is holding on to the Women's United States Championship. Congratulations to Zelina Vega. Now we had The Miz come out. The Miz came out after talking to Carmelo Hayes, giving him props on winning the Andre the Giant Battle Memorial last Friday on SmackDown before WrestleMania. He gave Carmelo a chain. However, he came out. He was going to talk to the audience. Next thing you know, the screen went black. We got Aleister Black returning to WWE after 4 long years. We haven't seen him since 2021. And he kicked Miz, took him out. And that was it. The crowd was very happy for him, saying, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, Aleister Black. I'm glad he's back, too. He has not been the same since he left WWE. His AEW career was nothing. And now he's back to, hopefully he's pushed right this time. Can't wait to see what they're going to do with him in their future, what feuds he's going to be in. Will he be a future United States champion, a future world champion? That will be yet to be determined later on, depending on the booking, the crowd reaction, and everything else. But it's good to see Aleister Black back in WWE. I know that he's been wanting to come back because I know AEW just was not working for him. Him and Tony Khan could never get on the same page. And now we good. Now we're glad he's back. He's a Triple H guy. We'll see what happens next with Aleister Black. But glad that he has returned to WWE. Now we're going to go on here. We got the match. Number 1 contendership match that I mentioned earlier. LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre. It was a good back and forth between both men. Drew McIntyre had some good offense. LA Knight had good offense as well. Both of these men seemed like they were going at it. Now, here was some near falls. We thought Drew was going to win it. We thought LA was going to win it. Now, the turning point in this match is when Solo Sikoa, he came and interfered. He put his hands on LA Knight. Drew McIntyre, he saw that. He locked eyes with Solo, and he was going to go for the Claymore kick. However, he will be interrupted as well, just like LA Knight was, by a returning Damian Priest. Damian Priest came out, attacked Drew McIntyre. The match ends in disqualification. And now we know, I've heard that it's going to be a 4-way match at Backlash. Jacob defending the title against LA Knight against Drew McIntyre. And I heard Damian Priest as well. But that's not confirmed yet. But I saw a poster on it on social media earlier. But the match ended and there's no winner in this match. Now let's move on to the next part of the show. The main event of the show, the TLC ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. We got the Street Profits defending championships against 2 teams, DIY and MCMG. And this was the match of the night. This match should have been at WrestleMania. All these teams put in that work. I love the spot where MCMG did the Skull and Bones on the table outside the ring. I love how Dawkins did that iconic edge type of spear off the top rope on Tommaso Ciampa into the table. But at the end of the day, Street Profits, they are not going down without the fight. It was Montez Ford who was stuck in the ladder. He came back on the ladder. He got both John Gargano and he got Chris Sabin, I believe. He was able to retrieve the tag team belts. and also had Street Profits retain the WWE Tag Team Championships. But this was good work from Street Profits. I know it's well deserved. These men have been putting work for years. It's already been 4 long years. They said it backstage with Byron Saxton. They have no intentions on losing these championships anytime soon at all. I'm glad how these men were able to work together. They say it could be one of the best TLC tag team matches ever. But let's go over a review of the show SmackDown. I would have to say this show is a 4.5 out of 5. I will give my reasons why I give it that rating. I'll mention this shortly. I thought this was a great SmackDown for WrestleMania. Similar to Monday Night Raw, the show was better than WrestleMania. Now, let's go over what went right and what went wrong with the shows. I'm going to go over a few things first. What went wrong, I'll go over that first. What I did not like about the SmackDown, just a small thing I didn't like about SmackDown, despite being a very highly rated episode. Then I'll go over stuff that definitely went right with SmackDown. Then we're going to go into the bonus round, talk about how to book Randy Orton versus John Cena for Backlash 2025 in St. Louis. But other than that, though, let's see what's next move going to be. I'll go over first what are the things I saw wrong with this episode here. All right, what I first saw the issues with SmackDown this week. I've been talking about this for quite some time. I thought this was going to be, expected at this SmackDown after WrestleMania, but I'm going to talk about it. There was no Alexa Bliss. I thought Alexa Bliss was, since she wasn't on the WrestleMania card, and we have seen her since that one appearance on SmackDown that I talked about before, I thought she was going to show up at least the WrestleMania after SmackDown. However, she didn't. That sucked. Also, another person, or persons, I should say, that didn't show up as well, the Wyatt Six. Now, I heard reportedly that Alexa Bliss is supposed to lead the Wyatt Six, be the leader. They all supposed to appear together. But however the case may be, they also was not in attendance for SmackDown for the SmackDown after WrestleMania 41. I thought that kind of bit was a letdown. I thought they would at least shown up. I know Aleister Black, I guess they want to overshine the fact that Aleister Black came back, but at least good to see them, at least show them that they still exist in WWE at some point. But those two things I did not like about SmackDown, the only two things I did not like. However, there was some good things I did like about this week's Friday Night SmackDown that I would get into. There were some good things that were shown. Now, the first thing I'm going to mention about this week's Friday Night SmackDown that I did mention before, but I'm going to mention it now. One thing I will say that was great as well, we have an addition to SmackDown, and we're talking about Fraxium being a part of SmackDown roster. We have another tag team to the list. We have a great tag team. We have Street Profits, DIY, MCMG. You have Pretty Deadly, and now we have this tag team to add to the list. Fraxium will be a good addition to the tag team division for Friday Night SmackDown. Another thing I did like about this episode as well, which I also stated, we have Aleister Black return to WWE. I hope they don't fumble how they book him this time around, because it did not end so well the first time. Now we have a whole different management now compared to before, but it's good to see that he's back in the company, because it's been talked about for months that he was going to come. And also, we're going to talk about as well, I'll talk about soon, Randy Orton versus John Cena at Backlash 2025 for the Undisputed WWE Championship. Randy Orton will be the first opponent for John Cena. That is a good thing. We know that these guys have battled against each other a good 1,001 times. But now it's going to be different now. We got the last real champion in his first defense against Randy Orton, which I'll talk about later on in the bonus round. And another thing I did like about the SmackDown as well, we have Zelina Vega. She defeated Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green's no longer in the Women's United States Championship, thank God. But we do have Zelina Vega, the brand new champion, well-deserved. Congratulations to Zelina Vega. She's been putting that work, and I think she'll be a great Women's United States Championship champion. I don't know how long it's going to be for, but let's enjoy it while we can. Now, let's move on to the bonus round at hand. We are going to talk about how to book Randy Orton versus John Cena. This is going to go for Backlash. It's been announced, official, that John Cena first title defense will be against Randy Orton for this championship. It's going to be in Randy Orton's hometown of St. Louis. It will be at Backlash May 10th. So we're going to see how that's going to go. Now, the way this will be booked is the way at least I would do it. Now, we've seen for this whole week that John Cena has been interrupted by Randy Orton not once but twice. Randy Orton has RKO'd John Cena on 2 occasions now. Once on Raw and once on SmackDown. And the way I would do that, the way I would book this here, Randy Orton can have all the momentum headed up to Backlash 2025. Randy Orton can look like he's going to beat John Cena in the match. But the way I would do it is Randy Orton gets so close and he's close to ending John Cena's title run. We could have maybe an interference from Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was not on the episode of SmackDown after WrestleMania 41. We have not heard him yet address his loss to John Cena. We know we're going to see Cody Rhodes at some given point. But we got to go off the history between John Cena and Randy Orton. If you guys do not know, we know these men have faced off at many pay-per-views or PLEs. SummerSlam back in 2007, Breaking Point I Quit match. We had also bragging rights for the Iron Man match. And these two last faced off for a championship on the line was Royal Rumble 2014, where Randy Orton was the WWE World Champion, which he did defeat John Cena to retain his championship, but was with a little outside interference. But out of all these rivalries, all these matches between John and Randy over the years, for the first time ever, we're getting something a little bit different. Not only is John Cena in his record-breaking 17-time world champion, is this time Randy Orton is going to be the babyface and John Cena is going to be the heel. Something we thought we would never, ever see in WWE. And now it's here. Now we got to play off John Cena. Since he does not wrestle much these days, he has limited dates. Let's make it count. Let's have John Cena get an outside interference from Cody Rhodes. And he also had that interaction with R-Truth backstage. R-Truth could cause a distraction, anything. Randy Orton could look and see. We think Randy Orton's going to hit the RKO. Cena can reverse it. He could low blow Randy Orton, just like he low blow Cody Rhodes. He could do something, and it will cause Randy Orton to lose the match and John Cena to retain the WWE Undisputed Championship. Like I said, Randy Orton, with all this momentum he's been getting, RKO, getting the advantage over Cena, you don't book Randy Orton to win, not this soon. I will say Randy Orton at some point will get his 15th World Championship, but it will not be right now. And that could, John Cena's still a hot heel. Now, I know John Cena's getting cheered as a heel, but I don't think they're gonna have John Cena lose that quick. I know it's in Randy Orton's hometown. Randy Orton has the full advantage. I don't see that happening right now. But you guys let me know what you think. That's how we'll book Randy Orton and John Cena. And they can have a couple more matches afterwards, but I don't see Randy Orton defeating John Cena just yet. You know, that's how I will book John Cena versus Randy Orton for Backlash 2025 for the Undisputed WWE Championship. This is going to be a good one, though. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. You guys let me know. We talked about this and we talked about SmackDown after WrestleMania. But, guys, check out the content here at Red Carpet Ring, guys. Until then, guys, you already know what it is at this point. It's OUT.